Okay, we're good.
And I appreciate the admonition, but when I write a letter and have people sign it and then get barked at for not telling them about it.
John,
I'm gonna
this is
defend
so
myself.
annoying with this technology. I'm not a big technology fan, but we're sitting out here in the audience and there was so much background noise that we couldn't even hear what was being discussed. So to me, it just, for all of us that were present here, it was very annoying, I thought. I just thought it was very annoying. It was, you know, like they're partying in the background. That's what it sounds like they're at the campground.
And on that note, I think, we're working on getting a
Okay,
better,
system,
yes.
okay. But it was just, from
I
our
agree.
point, it was just like,
If we would have been at City Hall, it would have been on speakerphone on that phone, which has much better quality too, but being in here, it's the best that I can do. I mean, I
There's
don't,
not a phone line here?
back in Tim's office, that's
Oh,
true, three
okay.
locked
I
doors.
didn't know.
I mean,
Number 7.
okay, we've got an amendment to the community assessment agreement with Crescendo that pushes the date back to December the 31st because of the difficulties with the property acquisition for the municipal center. We pushed that back a couple of months to give the municipal.
Second.
And that is under recital section C. Motion by Feltes, seconded by Wajni. Discussion.
Is there any cost differential here?
All it is a date change.
Okay.
And we explained it to them and they fully understand. They said that they don't want the city of Arcadia to get a end product that they don't want, so let's make sure we take the time to do it right. You bet.
Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
when was that study supposed to end?
I believe October 31st.
Okay.
I believe. I mean, I don't have the original document in front of me, but I believe it was.
At the end of the year, we'll have a document.
Yeah. So, a vote, Mr. Jing.
Marlis Colstead,
Yes.
Todd Fedge,
Yes.
Fritz Conrad,
Yes.
Joe Feltes,
Yep.
Bob Wosny,
Yes.
Dan Sasala.
Mr. Sensala, they're voting on the amendment to the Crescendo agreement that extends the deadline from, I believe, the 31st of October down to the 31st of December. 2 months.
2 months. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Did you catch that, Bill?
I did.
Okay. Thank you. Next, we have the municipal owned vehicle, and because of questions and discussion about it, I asked Eva to be here, and I also have copies of proposed policy from anybody that called in to Mrs. Berg. I do apologize to everybody, I have not read this, I just got it from Bill during the meeting, and this is the first that I see it, but we can go over it. Would anybody like a copy? And again, just for the record, this is a draft, it was just a compilation of suggestions. This is not a final document unless the council so deems it so. Eva, I know you've talked about this in the past, but do you want to just refresh everybody's memory as far as the nature of your request?
Sure.
And would you be able to come up front just so Mr. Sensala can hear you?
Yes, oh, yes.
Thank you.
Well, I brought it just to mind.
Sure.
Okay, I'm okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see, a couple months ago, I came before the council, and Dan, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I just requested, a city vehicle. I said it could be a truck, it could be anything to get around. Just that I've been putting for, I've been working here for 20 years now as of 911, and I've always used my vehicle. Raleigh, I have to tell you, is nice enough. Once in a while he'll borrow me one of his vehicles. I've used his vehicle the last few days. I felt like a queen driving a Cadillac, even though it was the old truck, but it wasn't my miles, my gas, my expense on the vehicle. So brought that to you guys and thought city vehicle, not only for my use, but if somebody goes to a meeting, if you guys would go to a meeting, just a citywide vehicle to use during the summer. As you know, I'm at the pool, I'm at the park, I'm at the rec center, I'm at the bank, I'm at the city hall, I'm at Harbor Hank, I'm at Gordy's, because that's where we store ice cream. I'm at the grocery store, and all those miles get on my vehicle. And it's been going okay, but it's like, okay, now it's kind of time to have something that, like transportation vehicle, yes.
If you had a pickup similar to what the street department has with a does it need to have a topper on it? A tonneau cover?
No. During the winter, you know, I have my tournaments at the school, and I'll get one of his trucks on Friday morning. And if it's snowing or something, and I'll brush it off, because from I load up at the rec center, take it up to the high school for a basketball tournament. If it's raining, it would be bad. Would it be nice? Yeah, if it doesn't, it's not a big
Because
deal.
I mean, I really see the need for your department to have a vehicle. But I just wanna make sure, as I'm spending these taxpayers' money, we're buying the right vehicle and we're not buying over vehicle.
Right, and, yeah. So,
So you could use a vehicle, maybe use a piece of canvas or something like that to wrap up some of your, if it was a pickup or something.
Put it over, yeah.
You don't have to have anything fancy.
it doesn't have to, you know, I'm gonna back up, and then after we talked about it, Angela and I talked about it, and we went down to look over here. We did look online at the Fastenal ones too. Down here, there were used ones, and they're about a 12, 13, they're about 18,000. And then he said, for a new one, you can get one for 20,000 with the discounts. Very, you know, does it have to be brand new like that? Absolutely. We thought the warranty on it, things like that, they'd be set for about, what, 10, 15 years probably. But what I'm gonna say is a vehicle that can get us around, a truck or a van that would pop up, but does it have to be a brand new one? No. You know, would it be nice? Yes, because of the warranty, you know, we talked about that, but something.
Is it safe for me to think that this vehicle is used more for hauling product and material? Maybe you need to move picnic tables from here to there for an event, more than hauling people?
Oh, yeah, never have to really haul people.
Okay.
More, and not picnic tables really, I leave that to that guy back there. But things, supplies and stuff, and even taking my daily deposits, you know, things like that. So, but never hauling kids to games,
Okay.
never, you know, maybe 2 employees, we go get our groceries or whatever, but
So a truck would be more practical than a van?
it would be, yeah, anything would be nice.
A question, for your use in Eva, would it be pretty much just in the city?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so just,
Right here in the
Right.
city, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So majority of your use for that new vehicle would be during the summer months, but you would use it occasionally for,
Tournaments, you know, I go to meetings, and like I said, citywide, not only Eva use, citywide. But yeah, pretty much, summer would be huge. And then I go to a swim team meeting. I know, the city girls have to go to meetings sometime, you know,
Library.
they'd have to use, library would use it. Tim Puts had to take a group of people, you know, we could use it for that too.
then where would you store it?
And then that's, Angela and I talked a lot about that, you know, during the summer, we thought practical, lock it by the rec center, you know, I would use it a lot.
It could stay outside.
It could stay outside. During, you know, say fallish, springish, maybe City Hall, you know, could leave it there. Then we were hoping during the winter months that maybe Tim or Raleigh would have, you know, it'd be nice to have it indoors if it wouldn't be used a whole lot, you know, during those months. Put it indoors somewhere. Angela and I just talked about that today. What was that?
Gary's priorities.
Gary's going. I did give him ice cream.
Question, so you wouldn't be needing it like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 in the morning or?
No. No.
So in other words, during regular
Regular business hours.
business hours, so we wouldn't have to worry about somebody taking it home and then
Oh.
saying that, hey, it'd be nice to have it at home. and all
No,
this.
no,
So, okay.
Have
definitely
you
not.
given any thought to, if we bought a vehicle, about how many miles you want on it, or?
Oh, I always just thought of price range, I guess, you know, I thought if it was $5,000 vehicle or, you know, or a new vehicle, it didn't matter, no. I didn't think about just something reliable and, you know, somewhat efficient, it's all city miles, so somewhat fuel efficient. How many miles on it? No, I didn't even think about that, just wanted to, and what I was thinking, maybe you guys, the council, give a price range. And let's go look at something like that, and that we can get a good vehicle, and
Do you wanna go, I missed the first
Oh,
time that you came up here, so
okay.
I'm kinda green to this. Would it be applicable for you to go out and get some ideas and bring it back to us?
We
So that
did
we
do-
can compare and look at, instead of.
Angela did do that already, and she, I think she has that in a folder in my, but she did do 3 used vehicles and a couple new vehicles, she did do that already.
Because there's plenty of meetings a month for you to
Yeah.
bring that to one of
Bring
them.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
but maybe a price range would be good to get an agreement on, and then,
Bring that information to us and then we'll look at it.
we have done that, Bob, I wish I had those. in front of
If
me.
you had, oh, is it time to make a motion?
What's your other thoughts, Fritz?
Well, we haven't been presented with any vehicle.
Yeah.
the only thing that's
I'll
been.
make a motion on what I think the next step, not what we're gonna buy. I would like to see us, check with Matt Hughes down, or Jake Schmidt, or whatever his name is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Check at Fastenal and tell them it's for a municipality, tell them what we're looking for. I know they have vans, myself, I think a pickup with a back rack, so the back window don't get smashed out, no matter what you're hauling, would be a good vehicle. The kind of miles,
Just sounds running.
yeah. I mean, I think we're gonna end up spending about 10 grand for something decent. You know, it's not gonna be new by no means,
Should that be decent?
but
I just know that we've got our best vehicle, and I don't say this with any degree of pride. Our best vehicle is having trouble with the plugs. We put in these spark plugs that at Napa cost $27 a piece. It worked for a little while, and now we're having trouble with the wires that go to them. Every time we do this, and there's 6 of them that we've gotta do total, and we've done number 1 and number 3 so far, and the engine light just came on again. We're averaging, every 3 weeks, $250 on this thing.
Is that, which car is that?
On our good van, the best van that we've got.
At, whose van is that?
It's Cindy's, the purple
Oh,
one.
your personal, I'm
Yeah.
thinking city in my
And
mind,
we're
okay.
running $250 a pop on this thing. When you buy something for $10,000, you're gonna get 120,000 miles and no inkling of where it's been or how it's been.
we don't know that though, John.
Okay.
I mean, we don't know what the cost of it's gonna be.
It might be a good one.
I like Trici's idea.
I'm
mean,
not
we
comfortable with
bought-
a dollar amount though, because if she finds something for 12, but it's got very little miles, I think.
No, we're not gonna say go buy one. Call and see what they have in this price range, and if there's nothing in that price range, use your own judgment, bring back to us, well, no, they're 13,000.
Maybe 10 to 15.
So, yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
we get a
whatever,
range like
yeah.
that, so it's not,
With
we're not
some-
looking at brand new.
With some hard numbers and where they're at and what it's,
Miles they have.
yes.
Mostly local miles, so
I mean-
why get new?
Don't we
Having
have,
a range is good. I'm just saying 10,000, it's like, you're.
don't we have 3 other pickups we've bought from Fastenal, and how's the luck been with them?
Excellent.
They've been well maintained. When we got them, you didn't see any neglect, did you?
Cause they trade them every year, don't they?
2, I think.
Every 2 years? Yeah,
I
'cause
bought
I
with
I get down,
31, 51, and 65,000 on them.
cause I get down to see Nikki every so often, and they got them out by the store for sale, so I figuring they're trading again.
Are you
So
going there anytime soon?
maybe Monday, but they're not gonna be open.
Oh, but just, are there
Yeah,
stickers on them?
yeah.
Kind of look what the prices are.
All of the Fastenal trucks all have a sticker, they've all got the years and stuff on them. If you could just jot it down and say 3 of them.
And I'll take
Are you?
pictures.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
When you
We'll
go
check
to-
with Matt.
Because we've got our meeting next Thursday, that would give Eva time to check with Matt and Bob and Joe, I mean, that gives them some direction.
And we're looking at use, we'll look at miles, you know, try to see what the 50, 60, I don't know, we'll see what they have. And Matt can go out and do that, what do? They go to
He goes on
Database.
the computer.
Yeah.
He can
Yeah.
search.
auction and
Yeah,
stuff
he-
like
he
that.
can-
They got other stores too.
But they can search.
Yeah, I can ask, yeah, because Angela and I are working on this, and she's been a great help, so we'll look at use, we'll look at miles, we'll look at, you know, maybe a one-on-one, or whatever we can find, but bring that back to the next meeting.
Can you find like, what do you guys think, your top 3 options or something, 4 options and bring them back? I mean, because if you find something that's got 160,000 and 11,000
Yeah,
miles,
just
shit,
stuff down the road.
Right.
Or they
So what do you guys want, like 3 or 4 options?
Or they use like.
I'd say the 60 to 90,000 miles, I mean.
And how about 3 from Fastenal, 3 from Matt, something like that? Would you guys?
Well, Joey's gonna look.
That'd be awesome. Get some, okay.
So Joe will take care of the Fastenal side and you'll talk to
Angela and
Matt.
I'll take care of the, okay, I like that idea. And then insurance will be cheaper, and like I said, it would get you to a meeting, if you have to go to a cross.
Paul, you want me to restate my motion?
Just for a record so everybody can understand.
That we would research a pickup truck with a price between 10 and 15,000, depending on the miles that could be decided by the council at a later meeting.
Is the sliver still on there?
Sliver, can you hear that?
Yeah, I heard.
You like the motion?
So he knows still.
It's been motioned by Conrad, seconded by Feltus. Any other discussion?
Can you repeat the motion one more time?
That we
What do we vote?
research finding a pickup truck for the Parks and Rec department with between, what did I say, 50 and 90,000 miles at 10 and 13,000, is that the thing? $10,000 to $15,000, and bring it back to the next meeting, or at a later meeting. Eva's gonna check with the dealer in town, and Joe Feltes is gonna check with Fastenal.
Riley, what were you gonna say?
You had raised your hand back.
Yeah,
I didn't see it because you were behind Eva, I'm sorry.
just food for thought, the utility commission would think about kicking in on this, their recommendation would be a minivan. It don't matter to me either way,
Would or would not?
would be a minivan.
Tim wanted, yeah, that's what Angela said, Tim wanted a minivan.
I mean, if you're looking at now, I get the pickup, but
And that'd be fine too, if they're gonna kick in on it.
Well, if you're gonna kick in on it, if the electric put in a third, the water you put in a third, and we put in a third, you could get something like that for $7,000 for our cost. I'm just saying,
Yeah, that's what we're paying, but as a community, we're still paying 21,000.
Well, the only problem I have with that is I think if you start getting too many people involved in it, every time you need it, somebody else is gonna have it.
Yeah, I would like to see the Parks and Rec have their own vehicle.
Right, I agree, that's what I think.
And
If
if,
three people are involved, or three different entities involved in it, every time you need it, somebody's gonna have it, you're gonna have to call and find out where it is, and then by the time you get done finding it, you won't need it anymore.
would you guys so amend your motion to say approval of Park and Rec owned vehicle then?
and the library staff could, if they got meetings, could use it.
Yeah,
Okay. What about City Hall staff?
yeah,
or
the City Hall had staff had meetings, right? Because.
Well, how far out do you want to spider web it out? That's my
See, but then
question.
Yeah,
Grab it.
I mean, we're easy to get
I
along.
grab
you
whatever
know.
vehicle from whatever department.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Or I'll drive my own if I can't find one.
If you needed to go right out,
Yeah. if they
you
hate
have
it.
access to it.
Okay, so then don't.
Or if they gotta go pick up the voting machines, and I know they gotta do that.
And right now Angela runs her own vehicle back and forth to Whitehall for this.
We pay her mileage.
To get my own job.
Yeah. I'd be very good to,
And you gotta send it there and certify.
But I think you should have priority.
and then go.
City should, one takes them up, the other one brings them back.
Okay, there's a motion and a second,
That'll
Bill.
take them to Whitehall every week.
Okay.
All the questions.
State the motion.
So the motion was to research, do further research for a vehicle for Park and Rec for between $10,000 and $15,000
They said no to the Park and Rec thing, that it was going to be,
citywide.
It'll say.
it'll say Park and Rec on it, okay.
Yeah, leave Park and Rec on there, and if somebody has to have it as an emergency vehicle, you got it. Then the people know where it's going.
Marlis Colstead,
Yes.
Todd Fedge,
Yes.
Fritz Conrad,
Yes.
Joe Feltus,
Absolutely.
Bob Wasney,
Yes.
and Dan Sensala.
Mr. Sensala, did you hear the motion in a second?
Yeah, I did,
They voted on it and we're waiting for your vote.
yes.
Okay, per Wisconsin State Statute 19.85(1), letter C, as presented here, we'd like to go into closed session to discuss the municipal court position. And I would ask that part of it's going to be with you and part of it's going to be without you, if you'd stick around, please.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Feltus, seconded by Ms. Colstead, and vote, move into closed whenever you're ready.
And these are okay, these guys, this is okay.
May
Yeah.
I
I think you had some ideas.
Can you guys go back
Some
in open
ideas on
session,
this
can you
is-
unlock the door?
Yeah, yeah. Nice color.
I was over there.
Marlis Colstead,
Yes, sir.
Pardon?
Name on it.
a vote to go into closed session. Todd Fedge, the vote to go to closed session.
What, closed session? Yeah.
We're voting to move into closed session. What I'd like you to do is step out now before the vote's taken, and then the record will show that there's 5 that are moving into closed session. So Alderman Sensala leaves the meeting at 8:50 p.m. Is that correct, Dan?
Yes, thank you for that.
Hey,
Joe Feltus, Bob Wasney,
Yes.
Fritz, before you leave. To go ahead.
And it might change as well.
Combination of all
Yours
stuff.
and mine is.
It might change.
Let's know if you can get a copy of the audio or the video or.
Yeah, they'll be posted online.
It'll be online?
Yeah.
It'll be online.
Well, recording is fine.